check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The midshipman head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between...
Snags it, and he's open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement. You create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Motion from the back. Moving the pocket, it's Woodson. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Notre Dame's offense will now get its first chance with the football. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this quarterback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can, but you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're at a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Out wide right, it's Porter. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Left side is Flanagan. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Hebert. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because you...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
On the option. Spins away from the defense.
Just really solid play by this offense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense.
Here we go, ready. 22.
Looking for space, it's Mobley. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Running inside, it's Mobley. To the 15. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Gets the back moving. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Motion from the wideout. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Here's Carr to throw. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Mobley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Carr, buying time to his right. And he'll step into the end. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mobley. 7-yard pickup on that one is now second and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Right side, it's Mobley. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Throwing, Carr. Pulls it in. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. C.J. Carr firing again. A strike downfield. And he'll run. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Look out! Just left that ball well short.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wide receiver going in motion. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Carr to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And that one will put him up. And here comes the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Carr. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. That 3rd down pass was coming in. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense all over him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Caught! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 35, he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down.
Here we go. Ready. Like your team. Over. Let's go.
They'll try the counter. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Nice pickup on the return. But there's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the